Imagine you're sitting in a quiet diner at midnight, neon lights flickering outside, rain tapping gently on the glass. The smell of fresh coffee fills the air, and an old jukebox hums a soft tune in the corner. You're just about to take another sip when the bell above the door jingles, and that's when it all begins. If you're ready for a story that'll grip your heart and make you believe in the power of standing up for what's right, hit that like button and subscribe, because what happened that night will stay with you long after it's over. Jenny was 22, working double shifts at Millie's Diner on Route 47. It wasn't glamorous, but it was honest work, and it helped her pay rent while saving for nursing school. She was known for her warm smile and her patience, even with the crankiest customers. But that night, as the rain poured outside and the usual crowd had gone home, 3 men stumbled in, loud, rough, and clearly already drunk. "Hey sweetheart," one of them slurred, leaning against the counter. "How about you serve us, huh?" "Serve us, B*********H. The word cut through the air like a knife. Jenny froze, her hand tightening around the coffee pot. She'd dealt with rude customers before, but this was different. Their laughter filled the diner, echoing off the walls. One of them knocked over a salt shaker, another banged on the table, demanding beer they knew she couldn't legally serve after midnight. Jenny's boss, old Mr. Lewis, had left early because of his bad back. She was alone. Completely alone. She tried to stay calm, tried to keep her voice steady. "Please, sir, I'll get you some coffee instead," she said softly. But they weren't listening. One of them grabbed her wrist as she reached for the cups. The look in his eyes made her stomach twist, that mix of cruelty and power, the kind that made you feel small and trapped. She pulled away, trembling. "Come on, don't be shy," the man sneered. His friends laughed. For a moment, Jenny thought about running to the back, maybe calling 911, but before she could move, the bell above the door jingled again. And that sound, that single, metallic chime, changed everything. The air shifted. In walked a group of bikers, leather jackets, boots wet from the rain, engines still rumbling outside. The leader was a tall man with gray streaks in his beard and eyes that carried stories of hard roads and harder lessons. His name, as she'd later learn, was Bear. He took one look at the scene, Jenny's trembling hands, the overturned cup, the sneering men, and his jaw tightened. "You boys giving this lady a hard time?" His voice was low but sharp, like thunder rolling in the distance. The thugs laughed nervously. "Mind your business, old man," one said, but there was a flicker of fear in his eyes. Bear stepped forward. His boots hit the tile with purpose. "This is my business," he said. "'Cause when a man forgets how to respect a woman, someone's gotta remind him." The diner went silent. The other bikers fanned out, not saying a word, just standing there, their presence filling every inch of the room. It wasn't violence they carried, it was weight. The kind that makes cowards shrink. The men muttered under their breath, but one glance from Bear shut them up. They threw some bills on the counter, cursed under their breath, and stumbled out into the rain, their laughter gone, replaced by silence. Jenny exhaled, realizing she'd been holding her breath the whole time. Her hand shook as she tried to clean up, but Bear gently took the rag from her. "Don't worry about that," he said softly. "You okay, kid?" She nodded, tears welling up despite her efforts to hold them back. "Yeah. Thank you. I didn't know what to do." Bear gave a faint smile. "You did fine. You stood your ground." He and his crew stayed for coffee, quiet, respectful, kind. They didn't talk much, but they left a generous tip, enough to cover more than a week's worth of wages. Before leaving, Bear placed a small card on the counter. It read, "Road Angels Motorcycle Club, Brotherhood, Honor, Respect. If you ever need help," he said, "call that number. We look out for folks who deserve it." Jenny nodded, clutching the card. "Thank you. Really." He smiled again, just a little. "Just remember, there's still good people out here, even if the world tries to make you think otherwise." And with that, they were gone, engines roaring into the night, headlights disappearing down the wet highway. Jenny stood there for a long time, staring at the door, her reflection faint in the glass. For the first time in a while, she didn't feel small. She didn't feel helpless. That night didn't just change her, it reminded everyone who heard the story that kindness and courage still exist, even in the darkest corners of life. So if this story touched your heart, if it made you believe, even just a little, that good still wins, give this video a like, share it with someone who needs a reminder, and hit subscribe. Because stories like this? They deserve to be told. And who knows, maybe next time you walk into a diner late at night, you'll look around and remember that heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes, they ride Harleys.